Welcome back to the Myriad podcast. This is where we get unscripted, uncensored, and uninterrupted answers from individual. This is where we give you positive thinking. You, as an individual who is transitioning from teenager to adulthood. So with me today, we are talking on a very good topic, which is balancing art. That is how to balance your normal life and your work life just to be at equilibrium and to perform effectively. With me on set today, I have someone that you guys would really like to resonate with. A tech guru, an outstanding entrepreneur. Is small but mighty. When it comes to gadgets, repairing and fixing and formatting and everything, leave it for him. I'm talking about Musti ICT. Boss, please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me on your show today.
Okay.
It's a very good privilege, I can say.
Nice one. Yeah. So, boss, we'll be talking on one striking topic today. The topic here is balancing art. That is how an individual, or how a young person who just entered into adulthood will balance the situation of maybe for example, they just got their first work, they just got out from university or school or something like that. How would they balance their life in order to stay abreast in this current economic situation? Because you know that the main thing now is to get money, because without money, a lot of things will not really work well. So what I advise for a young person who just transitioned into adulthood?
Balancing the acts.
Yes.
It's a very big topic anyway. But that's where you start to lay the foundation from.
Yes.
If you don't know how to balance your acts and everything around you, it can be a very complete foundation.
That's true.
So in that aspect, what I would say to the people coming up into entrepreneur newly or those graduated from school newly that want to stand on their own, you just have to have a very tangible something doing, something that is worth doing, and you know you are giving the service to humanity. After humanity, then talk about the money. There's a lot of money in any service you are rendering, as long as you know how to manage the in and out, and the income and the outcome of the business. You can always achieve your goal. So what I will say on that aspect is, what you are doing or what you are about to do, have you learned one or two things about it? Do you have mentors that is guiding you towards it? Because you can't just stand up and
Start doing
things.
Doesn't work that way. Okay.
It's only few that succeed with it, but the easiest and the fastest way
Is to get a mentor.
Wow.
I love that. You as a young person who just transitioned into adulthood, that means for you to really succeed in this hustle, you need to get a mentor.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. So moving on to the next question. The next question is, okay, how do societal expectations and cultural norms influence our perception about work-life balance? You understand what I mean?
Like cultural,
Okay, for example, you know that in Nigeria now, they say education is the key to success. Yeah, a lot of us, we started primary school, secondary school, and everything, forgetting that the skill is the main thing that pays, not even the certificate, because there is difference between certificate and certificate. So the educational system is being wired to tell students, okay, you do primary school 6 years, secondary school 6 years, then university 4 years. After that, you land one big job, which you know that Baba and Allah. So you need to get a kind of connection before you land up that big job. And you coming out as a fresher, all these employees, they'll be requesting for 5 years of experience, whereby you've not even gotten 2 months of experience.
Even one day.
After spending like how many years in the university? Spending almost 16 years in university.
Like you said, there's difference between certificates and certificates.
Yeah, that's true.
Like me, when I was in JS3, that was where I started. This guy just stuff. He will pay me.
Okay.
And even like from when I was in child, I can remember when I know how to operate desktop. Okay. I know how to operate desktop and I know how to operate phones. So from there now, I come to say there's a lot behind it. Not just me operating it without learning how to do that.
Okay.
So as a young, let me say, from the age of 10 to 15, it's very advisable. you put your child into any technical skills as a parent. It's very, 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 very aggressive. We can't just rely on government giving us job. You know? How many people did government want to give job in this country? How many? So if you know your way around your life, that's why I said you have to get a very tangible job, not just having the skills you get. So and you have to be the kind of person that is open to learn. You are always open to learn, no matter any situation you find yourself. You are always open to learn. Okay. Once you have that mindset of always open to learn, and you have that mindset of getting a technical skills and a very good mentor, let me say your journey to the success, 80% has been cut off already. Okay. So it's very advisable for parents to put their children in any technical skills learning school at all. But one thing is, you can't just force someone to any technical skills. That's why in China, they have more skills more than us. It's not like they have the materials. We have the materials. But the skills in which they are putting into work is more than what we have. Because in Nigeria, parents will be like, I want my son to be a doctor. I want my son to be a pilot. I want my son to be... And without you even considering what the child wants for himself. Yeah. Do you get? Because if you are forcing it on me, the strength and the interest I will put in will not be enough. Because it's not from my mind. But if it is from my mind, I will give it the 100%. 100%. Yes. I will dedicate my life, everything, and put it in front. Because it's what I want. So at the same time, you still need to ask them, what do they want? You know, show them. So they will know what they want. It's not just all about, okay, I see my friend picking do mechanical and the pikin don't build house or me, I go like me do that mechanical. You know, say if your pikin brain no carry the mechanical, you no fit work. No matter what you do. You no fit work. You get? So after I try one product for that line, they're still trying to know what they want. To get know what they want. Like me, when I wanted to join this phone stuff, because I started with hardware. Okay. Yeah. I was the one that called my dad. I called him, I want to learn how to repair phone. Sweetie. I don't want just to come back from school, the stay out, because our school closed by 1:45 then. After closing, we go back to prep around 3:30 to 4 o'clock. So within those periods, I was just there as I can't continue staying in years. I was one that called me. So okay, I've gotten someone that will teach me. Wow. So we now said, okay, no problem, so go there. We went there, we discussed with the person and the agreement, these things can you have to bring in agreement and the rest, bring the amount that we collect. And he paid. And me and the guy agreed on 3 years. It was much, but it worth it. Yeah. But that 3 years, I started from -3. So I did it when I wrote my YF. So within that period, I'm supposed to be at from that 1:45 to 3 to 4 o'clock. I'll be cut off already, except only on Sundays. So that's how I did it for 3 years. And I will not say, I've known the other part already. So let's go for the software part. So I now get to the software part in Abuja. At GSM English precisely. So I served my boss there for like 1 year. Because I was doing all of this is because I have passion for it and I know this is what I want. Adibin is somebody that is forcing me. I've done Jackpa since.
Why you know? How would you leave it?
So I've done Jackpa. So you get. So I bring out, I calm myself, do the learning and everything. Okay. For that 1 year. So I come free. After then, I have to open my own. Now, in that journey again, opening my shop does not guarantee that I will succeed.
No, that's true.
So what I started putting into work is customer relationship. Start building customer relationship. Yes. How do I treat this person that this person will be happy when you come back to me? How will I treat this person that it will bring more people? Because in a business, there's one thing that people don't understand. We have free adverts. and we have the paid adverts.
Sure.
If I treat you good today, tomorrow I'll be expecting free adverts from you because you will refer me to person which I didn't even pay. Like I didn't even pay for it. It's because of the good deed I did. The good service I delivered to you. That's making you to refer the person to me. So it's a free advert for me. So from there, I start seeing my customer base growing. I don't have to struggle much for customers or bringing in customers because they see when your team good. Anyway, even though it's our school, the person will find you. So you have to bring in a lot of customer relationship because without customers, that business, you know, will go anywhere. And they will still support you.
You spoke at length, though, seriously. It was, let me just talk on what you have spoken. Like, one, you talked about you spend, as in taking out small time out of the leisure that you have from school. Maybe you come back by certain time. At least any average human being or a student would have preferred to be at home, maybe sleeping. For you, because you know where you were going. So you decided to, as in, take an extra step because they say that somebody that doesn't know when the rain starts to beat him, you don't know when the rain stops. Because you know where you are going and you know what you wanted to get. So now you started making small efforts. Like there are some people, okay, they will say, I want to get 2 million naira tomorrow, and they will sit down to wait for that 2 million. Why not break it down small, even if it's 1,000 naira every day? Break it down before you know what happened. As in, that 2 million naira will come. But you stay in, okay, I want to do this. It doesn't really work that way. And again, you were talking about customer relation. Every business-minded person should know that customer relation is the base of every business because without your customers, there is no business.
There's no business.
Because you will not serve yourself.
How will you serve?
Or even if you serve yourself, as in over time, you gas out. So that will lead me to my next question. You know, in this our time and generation that we are now, we are doing more of remote work. So what are your practical tips to these freelancers to avoid overworking themselves? Because you know a lot of them take up gigs, take up a lot of jobs, and at the end of it they get burned out. So what are your practical tips to help them to overcome stress?
Okay, that's a very nice topic. A very nice question. The way you're doing freelancing, like me, anytime I want to do freelancing, I ask questions. I don't just get into a job because it's a job. Because my time is very important to me as well.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to the client. I'll communicate with the client. How do you want it to be? So I will not gas out or burn out my time.
And again, you need to deliver.
And I need to deliver a perfect
in time.
Yes, in time, a perfect job in time. So most times I do ask for samples. Do you have samples? How do you want it? When do you want it? And what is your favorite color? If it is in case of the kind of work that need varieties of colors, what are your favorite colors? Because if you don't have all the necessary information to execute the job will not go strong. So ask all of these, compile all the information and put it into work. So I will not waste my time and the client will be happy with me. So I will hit the main agenda once.
So this one has to do with you then taking customer reviews or taking in enough details that will help you, because a lot of people will not really understand work and they will just dabble into it. Then in between, they will now be either frustrated, and now it will now lead them to either undercharging or overcharging. But if you can be able to maybe sit down, get every detailed information from your client, it will now make you to charge right. Because in this life and time, as a freelancer, if you don't serve yourself, nobody will serve you. That means you need to be paid exactly what you're delivering.
Yes.
Not because you need more customers, then you say, okay, let me collect small. Because if you keep on collecting small customers will keep on coming. But at every time that you channel your mind to charge big, then be rest assured that you will now upgrade yourself skill wise and gadget wise, because you'll not be charging maybe $3,000 for a job and you're using a smaller system, using smaller lights, using smaller cameras and every other thing. I'm a cinematographer. See, there's some clients that you get. You don't have any other choice than to go and get a bigger equipment, a bigger studio. Just execute that job. And there are jobs that you get, use a smaller, even your house can still do the job, but because you want to give it your best, because backgrounds and the environment matters a lot. So that is it. So you need to get every details before you even enter any work.
And again, there's one thing I want to talk about. We're saying about low payment and high payment. There's one thing that in business, is the way you package yourself and your services will determine how high and low you come.
Okay. Yeah.
Like this same work that I'm doing now, there are some works that I will do in my office. I will charge 10 to 15,000. Let me say, for instance, 10 to 15,000. That same work, if you go to another place, you can get it for 5,000.
Sure.
That one does not mean that what I did is not okay, or what the person did is not okay. It's the area, the location, how you package yourself or ourselves, and the kind of people that is bringing in, or the kind of people that are coming in as customers. You know, if by the time you come to my office and I'll talk to you personally, I'll still give you some things like some merriment, while your work is in progress, and I will explain everything into details to you. And every work we are doing for you, we are standing behind it. You're not the one that you bring your phone across to me. Musti, you did this also thing for me, and it was not working. And on the phone, I'll start telling you, no, madam, another one you no. We don't do that. A lot of people do that to their customers. You know, it's not fair for customers to bring out this or money. There must be a backup insurance attached to it. So if by the time tomorrow, or maybe I do the work with you, I'm not the one that is producing some stuff that I'm using for work. If you get there and work for you today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, you stop working and you call, I'll start charging you for another money. It's not fair. So by the time you give us, you complete to us on time and we look into it, the fault is not from you. So it's from what you fix. We replace it for you without charging you. Well, there are some place stores where you go there. If in fact instantly self and you just go and come back. They say test them. Test. So the packaging is different. Customer relationship there is different. So if you are paying such amount of money, this person are paying this kind of amount of money to you can be able to back up your stuff for you and the rest. It's not that tomorrow you come back and start charging you another money. It doesn't make any sense. And cost of environment again is involved. As a human being, to me, that's what I used to tell people. You must not be the least. As a human being, you must not be the least. That's what you tell yourself. I must not be the least. Why will you be the why you go be saying that you go be collect the super speed? Why? That is when you need to take in to bring in more works and more packaging into what you are doing. That's why I say it's not just only having a business. That's why that mentorship is very, very, very important. Like, let me say for the past 3 to 4 months now, I've been seeing a lot of things happening in the industry. Like some business cutting down, lack of funds to import goods and the rest. To me, I'm seeing it as a lesson because I can see how the thing is crumbling in my eyes. So in terms of bad economy, I've learned how to manage myself so that it won't affect the other side. Meanwhile, my own physical life, I will not bring in more pressure on myself. Then my focus will not shift from myself at that time to the organization. Because the organization now need more attention. Because there is, as an entrepreneur, there's a time you know that this time, now when you want to enjoy this, there's a time you know that you see this time, I won't work. 247, you like the work. 247, you don't like. But sometimes they want to buy this one. Maybe every day. It's not every day. You can't be eating your company's income every day. How do you want to breathe? And there's no way you tell me that you not eat your company income. So where is the money coming from? The maintenance you are doing on yourself, your environment, people around. Where is it coming from? It's coming from the company. So you have to divide the attention. One part to the company, one part to yourself. But no matter what, invest more on your health compared to what you invest in your company. Because when you have health, you're able to run the company effectively. And you have to reduce that mental stress because bringing in money into a business is not easy. And multiplying the money is another thing.
Very serious.